Yeah.
September 25th, 11:56 p.m.
But we got most of it right, which is the important bit.
That's not nice.
That's just texture stuff. So I know that we got the name of the gun right.
Unless we're too specific.
Unless they really just want gun. Yeah, just try submitting that.
Nope.
Okay, so it doesn't care.
Either it doesn't care or we're not correct, but I'm pretty sure we're correct.
I don't know what other piece of contraband you could put in the mail in a long box like that.
Yeah.
That was owned by Bartholomew Baker.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
going to Kyle Cropper.
It's definitely a gun.
Yeah, I'm 100% saying
unless
it's a gun.
they wanted to say rifle. I don't know.
Put in rifle.
Let's proceed on the assumption that that's correct. Who died by the office doorway? Harry Baker.
I don't think it was Harry. If Harry is the guy who fired the revolver... Ooh, close that door real quick.
Can't.
Well, there's a bullet hole right there.
Shit. Hold on. Just try this. Yeah, not changing.
I'm willing to bet that someone inside that room started firing. Hit the guy outside there. Harry comes in with the revolver.
You think Harry wasn't one of the people that was killed?
I don't think he was. Well, he might have been. Yeah, see, there's like a bullet hole there.
Shit. I just realized. Wait. Did I realize? I did. What did I realize?
Or was that bullet hole made while the door was open?
No, because there's nothing behind it. It's the bullet. This bullet got here and hit this guy in the stomach. Killed him. Before any of the shooting started. Then the door was opened and these two bullets came through. Harry isn't the guy dead here. Harry is the guy that didn't get killed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Harry was sitting at his desk probably. He was in the middle of cleaning that gun. Because he has it disassembled and all of his tools and whatever out. So, whoever got shot there by the door, dropped. Harry grabs his revolver off the wall.
Goes in guns
blazing.
Comes
in here, fires a couple rounds at whoever it was standing there by the Hawaiian shirt. Hits the wall and then the wall in the room behind. Pegs the guy through the stomach there. The fourth round landing on the table there.
Okay.
Right?
Hold on.
And then the guy collapses on the wall to the right, and Harry puts a bullet in his head. But then why is the clock like that?
I think that was just a missed shot. Somebody returning fire.
Harry does have 6 rounds, so maybe he came in.
Okay, wait.
Fired the 2 shots at the wall there.
So we've determined a lot of what has happened. We have not determined why. And I think that's key. I think Nakamura is the killer. He came in here, walked up to the door, and blam, killed Snyder. Then everybody else started fucking freaking out. And I think Dick caught a stray round.
But I don't think he killed Snyder, because, like, if you look at that, like, he walks up there, the person sitting there would be the suspect or whatever, right? Oh, no, the guy sitting at this chair. But there's no blood spray.
There's no body here either. So, this person had to have been... So, okay, who do we think each of these silhouettes is?
Well, that's obviously the Philip or whatever his name is, like the criminal.
Clements. Yeah,
Philip Clements.
He got shot, fell out of the chair, but his arm was still cuffed, which is why we can't see it. So it was up in the air. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. And so you have somebody with a functioning standard issue pistol.
Of which there were 2 people, Michael Snyder and Nakamura.
So either the person in that chair right there that wasn't bleeding out or whatever, the person sitting right here was either Michael Snyder or Nakamura.
Okay.
Who fired shots through there, probably hit the guy in the chair right there.
Oh shit, we have the time wrong. Okay.
What if what if that person dead there is Nakamura?
No.
Because what if we proceed under the assumption that Snyder is a dirty cop?
Yeah.
And so he shoots like Nakamura or something because like they were like in a review. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, we have the timeline wrong. Here's the thing.
Okay.
2 people sitting here, right?
Yeah.
What starts all this? Chair turns this way, bang, bang, 2 bullets.
But there's 5 shots on the ground there.
Nakamura then turns, shoots this guy.
Makes sense. There's not a bullet hole anywhere near him, so like it didn't go through him because it's not a 50 caliber or whatever.
Right. So he's sitting here and he's like, "Oh shit." Sitting here, he's killed people. Harry comes in with the revolver, bang, misses. Nakamura goes bang bang, shoots back at him.
Hits the wall a couple of times.
Right. Starts unfucking loading. Harry comes in, starts shooting back. Hits Nakamura right here.
Then Nakamura runs forward.
Or, possibly, Harry comes in here to take shots at Nakamura, gets hit right here. Comes over here. Yeah. Okay. Comes over here.
Oh, yeah,
Nakamura is
that
shooting
last
at him.
shell casing is a 9mm, so that wasn't Harry.
Yeah. This is Harry. Harry is dead.
Right.
Then Nakamura
comes in here
and fucking executes Dick, who doesn't have a gun. Can't defend himself.
Right. And then
4 people were murdered. 4. Because Nakamura is still alive.
Right.
Who died by the office doorway? We still don't know that, though. No, we do know that. Nakamura died.
How did he die? How did he die?
So he's the only person left alive, as far as we know.
Oh, do you think like he bled out, like walking over here?
Yes, because there's no blood splatter from a bullet wound.
Yeah, so maybe he got that. That makes sense. Harry wings him in the stomach with the 45.
Because we see
Nakamura,
the blood, but we don't see a body where it is. Nakamura
finishes off Harry,
right?
Kills Dick in the other room, and then walks outside, bleeds to death, like collapses and bleeds to death.
Nakamura walks over here, and Harry shoots him. Blam! Gets hit. But Harry's weak because he's been winged. Blam! Right in the face. Because he's got shot in the leg. Looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes in here, says, "Hey, Dick." Blam! Kills him. This guy is just dead. So, who died in the office? Nakamura. Who was the dirty cop?
Yeah.
Michael Snyder. How many people were murdered? 4.
Because murder implies a certain mindset.
Damn it!
No. Ooh.
Really?
This is a tricky one.
It might still be looking for specific entries for these things. I would hope not. Like, I think I have the timeline correct.
Right. Well, I think we got the timeline correct.
His name is Darren Nakamura. God damn it. If I hold shift, it doesn't actually let me do that. Okay.
Right.
We'll say gun. 4 people were murdered.
4 people were murdered.
And did I spell his name right? I might not have spelled Tristan's name right.
So, I mean, why don't we just...
Tristan.
No! No, wait.
What?
It's a sword.
What is?
It's a cavalry saber.
Oh my god, you're right. He wouldn't have a rifle. Ah.
Dick or whoever was like, he's spending his time waxing his swords. You thought that was a euphemism for cleaning his guns, but no, he's waxing a cavalry saber.
Oh, good fucking call. And then
I'm pretty sure that the person dead by the door is Nakamura.
I'm very certain of it. Alright. Mike Snyder.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the sword that we got right there.
Good call, good call. So what are we missing?
Loading complete.
So we know that we're pretty sure that the killer was using a standard issue pistol, made at the very least from that last shell casing of the guy slumped on the wall over there.
Yes.
Just executes him right in the face with the 9mm.
But we do have one other problem here. Okay. No, never mind. There's the shell casing for that shot. There's 2 shell casings here.
So it's...
And a third one. Blam, 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 blam. Blam, blam.
But we're also assuming... Maybe you were right that Harry was there.
Harry was where?
Like, maybe that's Harry in the hallway there.
I don't think so. Not anymore. I mean, I'm willing to entertain the idea.
Well, because Harry wouldn't have been on any cases.
Right.
Harry would not have been in there interrogating anyone. So, of the detectives that were here, Nakamura, Snyder, and Bolts.
Yeah. Well, no, because Harry...
And then
Harry,
the fourth guy.
Harry was definitely here.
He was here, but he was busy cleaning his gun in this room.
Right.
Not his gun. He was cleaning
Trying to
and
fix
repairing
this one, yeah.
Yeah. So he was in the middle of this.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to bet that Harry died there. Like, he heard the shots, came around looking to see what's going on, and got, like, just nailed by, I'm assuming Nakamura.
But then that doesn't track. Where did this bullet come from? Where did this bullet come from?
Someone else, anybody could have picked up that revolver.
But all the other people are accounted for. Nakamura and Michael are in here. Dick is in here.
But we're also...
And Dick can't fight back because he doesn't have a gun.
We're also assuming that there were 2 people in the other room.
There had to be.
3 people.
There had to be. The killer, or the suspect, the person that died, and the person that was sitting here shooting.
Well, what if there wasn't a third person in here? What if the person who died there was the person who was firing those shots from in here? 5 shots were fired from inside this room.
Yeah.
What if he got hit, like, and then just bled out on the ground there?
Doesn't track. There's no other bullet holes from a 9mm in this room.
Well, there's 5 shots that came out of this room.
Yeah.
We can tell that because of the wall over there. There's 4 bullets right there in that wall.
And then 2 more here, but that doesn't tell us that there was only 1 person in here. This person could have been the shooter, that's true, I will admit that. But then we're missing somebody.
So, okay, let's step through this again, all right?
Okay.
We'll proceed with the assumption that Nakamura is the killer.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
he starts in this room here with not this room, the interrogation
Hold
room.
on. I want to check one other thing.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, he might have made a joke
If
while
he
they were
makes
in
another
that,
one of those jokes, I'm going to blow a gasket.
and he was off his meds.
Yeah.
His good meds. So I think we made a small misassumption here. If you can go back in the other room.
Okay.
Alright. So we'll proceed with the assumption here that in this room,
Mhm.
we had Snyder, the Philip, whatever his name is, I can't remember the suspect's name.
Clemens. Yep.
Philip Clemens, and Nakamura.
Yep.
Nakamura was sitting in this chair.
In this chair?
No, the chair you're looking at.
Yeah.
Mike Snyder makes some stupid comment
And
sets off Nakamura,
who pushes the thing back and goes,
pulls out his gun, pops 2 bullets into Snyder, turns, shoots. No. What?
it has to be Clemens that died here because there's no arm, which means it was still handcuffed.
But I don't think that Nakamura would shoot him.
He's freaking out and having a schizophrenic episode that's already turned violent. So I think he goes and he kills this guy. He kills Snyder and he starts walking out. And then guess what? Harry is right there with his gun and he goes blam blam, or he goes blam and puts a bullet right there as Nakamura is like right here-ish. Nakamura turns and goes 1, 2, 3, 4 because he's moving. That's why this bullet is over here. And you can see there's all these casings here. And he just starts shooting wildly.
But what if... My thinking here, though, is... So, Nakamura gets shot in the leg.
Okay.
I think this body here is Nakamura.
Okay.
I think he killed himself.
Okay.
He slumps up against the wall, puts the gun up against his right temple, pulls the trigger, and just kills himself.
But after he's killed this guy.
After he's killed Bolts.
So in that case, the person that died in the hallway would be Harry Baker.
Yeah. And I think everything else is correct.
Yeah, we got it. Whose death do you think is the most tragic? Bolt's.
Most tragic?
Well,
Bolts.
Bolt's or Tristan? Carl. Because Carl was like about...
He was about to get out.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think Baker, you know, he was trying to save people and stop Nakamura from killing everyone, and then died in the process. And, you know, he was trying to, like, do right by his kids and stop drinking and all of that. But I don't know. I think Tristan was the,
Thank you for your submission. I don't know what those do.
I don't know.
There was
we got it
only
right.
one case on this one. On the afternoon of September 25th, around 12:30 p.m., Darren Nakamura and Michael Snyder were interrogating Philip Clements in interrogation room number 2. Harry Baker was in his office cleaning Richard Bolt's broken pistol, having just been relieved of active duty. Richard Boltz was sitting down with Carl Tristan in interrogation room number 1, waiting for the other interrogation to end. Darren had not received his required dose of medicine to deal with his oncoming schizophrenia. As he sat with Michael Snyder, a man who he already deeply hated, he heard enough jokes that what he personally believed were at his expense.
Right. I don't mean to interrupt you there, because Michael Snyder did write that he was like, I'm going to make jokes with Philip Clemens to, like, you know, get him on my side or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the schizophrenia was like, oh, he's making those stupid jokes about me this time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna fucking yeah.
He snapped and began shooting his colleague before standing up and shooting the suspect in interrogation room number 2.
Okay,
in
so
a
yeah,
rage,
he did kill Philip Clemens.
He then stormed out, blockading the observation room. which we did not notice, but the file cabinet was moved, and there was a chair up against the door. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Harry Baker heard the gunshots at 12:34 p.m. and began to scramble to find a usable weapon in his office cubicle. Remembering that Richard Boltz was nearby, Nakamura began to walk towards the other interrogation room. As Nakamura approached the other interrogation room, Harry Baker finished loading his revolver in his office cubicle. Harry Baker cracked the door to the observation room open and took a few shots at Nakamura. At this point, the clock was hit by a stray bullet, making it display its final time of 12:35 p.m. Nakamura quickly returned fire and shot numerous times back at his partner. Both Nakamura and Harry were hit, with Nakamura getting lucky and shooting Harry in a vital spot. Harry Baker slumped in the office doorway and proceeded to bleed out, dying at 12:40 p.m. Nakamura limped over to a nearby desk and pulled out the bullet that Harry shot him with, which is why it was covered in blood. His injuries were large enough that he knew he would die by bleeding out. Richard then saw...
it was a 45 that got him, probably in like a
50.
femoral artery or whatever.
A 50, yeah.
Either a 45 or a 50, one of the two.
Nakamura then saw Richard still in interrogation room 1 with Carl Tristan, the suspect that had been falsely imprisoned years ago. It had been 10 minutes since Nakamura had begun his rampage, but he was not about to calm down just yet. Remembering that Richard never truly helped him with money, and in a blind fury, Nakamura stumbled to the door. Richard attempted to charge him, but he was shot in the head. After Richard fell down dead, Nakamura stumbled and collapsed against a nearby wall, sitting below a clock that Harry had accidentally shot during their crossfire. Carl Tristan, old and with a weak heart, began to have a heart attack and toppled to the ground, dying around 12:55 p.m. Overlooking the carnage that he had created and hearing the dying breaths of Carl Tristan, Nakamura began to calm down. Surrounded by dead colleagues and former friends, he decided to take his own life before he bled out. It's estimated that he sat against the wall for 15 minutes before taking his own life. We fucking nailed that. I know it's
got it wrong a couple of times, but we did a good job. God.
Congratulations. You are now an official.
But also, like,
How was the exam?
Nakamura is kind of tragic there, because, I mean, I think that medicine on his desk was the stuff that went missing.
I think that medicine on the desk was the stuff that wasn't working nearly as well.
I don't think so. I think Mike was fucking with him.
I don't know.
Took his medicine and hid it.
I don't know.
It could be, because he did get a refill, remember?
Yeah, but then it was only for a trial period of 7 days.
Well, the refill wasn't.
And then it was expensive. So, the refill was his normal stuff. I don't know. How was the exam? Extremely difficult, hard, okay, or easy? It was hard.
I think it was pretty hard.
Yeah, it wasn't extremely difficult, but it was hard.
But it wasn't okay or easy.
Yeah. Relieved, glad that it's over, indifferent, or I'd love to solve more, Tyler.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the agency. We'll see you on Monday.
Cool.
Rock on.
Is that it? Huh.
But we do have one more.
There is one other thing. But I'm sorry, I love these guys.
No, these guys.
Oh, so good.
I mean, they're not like the most polished experiences on the planet, but they're.
I was thinking of
the way they tell a story through the environment. I don't think anyone does it quite as well.
With like a single snapshot of a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about this actually earlier today when I was thinking about the second case, the fourth floor cases.
Yeah.
And I realized that there was literally no evidence in that series of cases that was superfluous. And I was thinking, because I thought back to it, and I was like, what the hell was the deal with the mother's card? Why was that important? And then I remembered she said, you can't trust that guy that's cheating on you with a psychopath that's about to kill you.
Right.
And it was something that we overlooked. Because we were like, she's just sour grapes, who gives a shit?
Well, I mean, how often do you see that happen? Where it's like, he's just not good enough for you, honey.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
But again, there's nothing that's unimportant in this game.
Right.
And that's the key. And once I think we figured that out, it made things make more sense.
Well, also once we figured out, we could look at the calendar.
Shut up! What the fuck is the name of this studio? Shit. Why can I not remember the name of the studio?
EQ Studios.
EQ Studios. So as far as I know, they have these two games. I think they have another one too, don't they?
Let's see. Steam says they have Paynes Creek and Scene Investigators.
So, in terms of solving a puzzle that is presented as the form of a crime scene, I'm struggling to think of a game that does it better.
Yeah, because they don't hold your hand. With
they
this.
really
there's nothing,
don't.
Like, there's nothing that you can like look up. You can't like. You can't put in like any queries on anything. It's like you have to look at a thing and then you have to make a deduction on the thing that you see.
Right.
You can't like gain any further information on that item or whatever.
Right.
Unless you like make deductions based on other things that you find.
The only kind of possible hand-holding you might actually be able to accuse them of is the questions at the end of the case file, which do kind of guide you in the right direction. But not in a bad way. Not even a little bit.
No.
They're presented so vaguely that it's like, wait, what are you talking about, hospital bill?
What do you mean who's sitting in the fourth seat or whatever?
Right. Why was there a question about who came in through that window? Why is that even a concern? But I love this type of puzzle game where it gives you all the pieces and tells you to put them together, but doesn't let you see the final picture and doesn't even hint at it. I think it's really, really well done. Was it as good as the Paynes Creek killings?
I think in terms of like mechanics and like the puzzles and whatever, I think this game was a lot better than the Paynes Creek killings. And also it didn't have that ending with the ghost in it that I wasn't like a big fan of.
Right.
But Paynes Creek had such a stronger narrative through line.
Yeah.
That you cared more about who you were investigating and figuring out the lives of and whatever. It's like, every person in this case, it's like you find just such a smaller snapshot of who they were than kind of a bit more broad strokes that you found in Paynes Creek.
Yeah. But next time on Character Select,
Which case file would you like to tackle?
the Hughes Meta feud. And then we'll talk more about what we think about this game. This is 3 stars difficulty? God damn.
That tells me there's going to be, like, no good evidence or whatever. You have to make a lot of assumptions.
But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler,
Dave,
we spent 2 hours on that single solitary case.
I think we did a pretty good job in 2 hours.
I think we did.